What is up, guys? Zach Ginn. I am coming at you with a heavily requested video here where we're going to give you a tier list of the top businesses to start in 2020. Before we get into everything, guys, please smash that like button and subscribe to get more videos from me. So basically in this video, I'm going through a tier list of the top businesses to start for 2020. Everyone knows I have a bias for real estate wholesaling and investing in the stock market, but in this video, I wanted to give everything untiered. I gave an entire video last time on basically the top 25 side hustles and businesses to start for 2020. And everyone was mad because the video wasn't ranked. So I'm gonna give you some examples of them, and I'm gonna rank them from my favorite. They get the A grade versus the E, which is not even, it's lower than an F. It's worse than an F. It's not even that, because an F's like a 50%. This is less than a 50%. So let's start from the top to the bottom. So let's start out with an E. This is the worst side hustle business to start in 2020. If you're doing this, please don't do it. It's the worst one to do. And you probably guessed it from seeing this. This is multi-level marketing. Multi-level marketing absolutely sucks. It's an annoying business. It's just very scammy. You have to use your friends to make money. You have to make money off your friends, and they have to get more people. It's a complete mess. I just don't recommend doing it. MLM, you'll know in your MLM. MLM is short for multi-level marketing. Again, that is a pyramid scheme. So think about the pyramid scheme. Oh, if two of my friends join, then I get money from them, and then we can make more off of that. Big example of that is eXp Realty. It's basically an MLM with realtors and brokerages, except it's a legitimate brokerage. So nothing bad to say about them, but just don't get involved in pyramid schemes, guys. It's just not ethical. Using your friends to make money, it's a mess. Go look at all the Herbalife stuff. So that's the only one on E. So let's go to D here. D, I would say, is actual day trading. So D is day trading because I'm just going to be honest with you. Day trading has a higher risk of losing money. Go to Wall Street Bets on YouTube and look what happens. Most people who do day trading, they don't know what they're doing, and they always lose a lot of money. That's trading options, doing Forex, things like that. It's extremely risky. You can make a lot of money. Hey, I've made some money day trading before, but it's not my forte, and it's definitely too much high risk to make any money possible on it. Don't recommend it too much, but if you're really good at it and it's what you have a real passion for, I would say that. Day trading also, I would put that in the category also as investing into cryptocurrency. I just put it a lower tier. I'm not the biggest fan of it. And so that's the only one on D. So we'll get into C, B, and A. So these are just like grades for school, I guess. So C in the category, I would put starting a podcast. Why am I not putting it on a B or an A? The reason why I say starting a podcast is podcasts are extremely hard to get going. Trust me, for me, starting my own podcast, it's extremely hard for it to get going, but the traction has finally went after an entire year. So starting a podcast, it's more of something that I enjoy doing. Really, as a business standpoint, like for enjoyment level, it's at an A. But for making money, it's extremely hard to get monetized doing it if you're doing something that's not really that profitable. If you do a podcast and talking about video games, it can get extremely hard. Luckily, I found a niche that makes me a lot of money doing it. But podcasting, I'll put it at a C. You could make good money doing it, but it's a lot of effort. Next on C is starting an SMAA, which is short for a social media marketing agency. The reason I put it as a C is because I'm not as well versed on that. I have some friends that are really into it, and it seems like it's really much of a crapshoot if you make a lot of money doing it. And I'm not really big on crapshoots, just being honest. Like, if there's a chance that I can lose all my money doing it, I'm not into it. SMMA is really social media marketing agency. Basically, what that is, again, is you manage people's social media accounts and you help them grow it. Again, you gotta be very, very into the industry. It's gotta be a full-time job, not really much of a side hustle. But if you're going to start it, you could make over 6 figures doing it. I know plenty of people that do it. So SMMA, I would say, is a C. It definitely would be a B if the market wasn't extremely saturated, which it incredibly is. I think I get 5 SMMA requests for someone to manage my social media accounts, and I have to pay them like $500 to $1,000. Not the most recommended thing in the world. And so let's go to B here. B, I would say, would be drop shipping. Starting a Shopify store and drop shipping. I think it's actually a really profitable one just because I've done it before and I've made 5 figures, when I was like 16, 17 doing it. So I'm not the biggest like cheerleader for it, but definitely if you know what you're doing, kind of like what I was doing, you can make a lot of money doing it. So I put it on the B category. You could make good amount of money. You really got to hustle and you really got to know your stuff. But you got to know Facebook ads. So basically the way it works is you find a product for let's say $2. And what you do is you push Facebook ads for someone to buy that product from your Shopify store from, let's say, $10, make an $8 arbitrage. $4 was the cost to acquire that customer, then you make arbitrage during that. So I'll put that as the B category. So the next B category here is retail arbitrage. I think it's actually a really good business to do, and I know a lot of people that make money and you can do it very easily. Again, retail arbitrage is basically the art of buying a product, let's say at Walmart for $5, and then relisting it on Amazon or eBay and making profits in between that. So maybe you can buy something for $50 and then sell it for $100. I know people that are trading sports cards, or they actually go to garage sales. They'll buy like an item, let's say for $40 for like a Derek Jeter baseball card, and someone figures out the thing's worth $120. They'll put it on eBay for $100 and they'll sell it and make $60. That's retail arbitrage. If you get really good at it, you can make a good amount of money doing it. I did a bunch of like Gary Vee stuff back in the day with garage sales. So I think it's a really good business to do. And then the next one here in the B category is becoming a realtor. Becoming a realtor is a good business. You will definitely make money doing it, and you can definitely make a living. I recommend it. I think it's a good career to do. Again, becoming a realtor is not the most difficult thing in the world, but actually the marketing for it and finding clients and just learning real estate as a whole, I think it's a good one if you want to start your own business. Again, it's extremely saturated. That's why it's not on the A category. And there's sometimes a cap if you don't want to work hard enough. So you can definitely make 6 figures a year, hands down, being a realtor, but it's a little tougher. And you got to be a little fake with people, and the customer service skills has to be like A1, but it's still a pretty good one. And the last one on B would be here is being a influencer. So being an influencer, that's basically, in my opinion, being an influencer for your brand, maybe selling coaching for it. Basically the work is, let's say you really love like working out, I love to work out, but I'm not a fitness influencer by any means. I don't have the 10-pack like they all do. I don't take steroids. I'm not like that kind of guy. I'm more of a business guy. Being an influencer is interesting because once you get a lot of followers online doing it, you can make good money doing it. Start a podcast with your influencer. You can mix those things up and you can make really good money doing it. You could sell products, be affiliate marketing with it. So being an influencer is good. Just having an Instagram, Facebook, creating a following, giving value, giving content. That's something I do recommend. But having a social media presence anywhere is almost a must in all businesses right now. So let's get into the A category. So the A category here is, let's do the two. So number two out of all of them is just starting a YouTube channel. I think starting a YouTube channel is probably would be one of the most fulfilling and profitable things you could possibly do, because there's an unlimited, like untapped audience on YouTube. Again, YouTube is the second biggest search engine in the entire world behind Google. YouTube is number 2, and then the number 1 video search engine in the world is YouTube. So like I'm doing here is, you guys love watching YouTube. If you start making your own videos, you can get monetized and make really good money for it. Again, I started these channels 2 years ago. This one's not monetized yet. It will be monetized soon, don't worry. My other channel, Flip with Rick, it's making really good money doing it, just being monetized. I give value out and you make really good money. It's more than an income property for me on making a YouTube channel. It's only growing more and more. So YouTube's really fulfilling. I like to document my journey. It's really fun. I enjoy doing vlogs. So I recommend YouTube for every single person. I scream that everyone should start a YouTube channel. I absolutely love it. So the last one is my personal favorite. You guys already know what it is. It's real estate wholesaling. It's the top one possible. It's the fastest way to make $100,000 in less than a month. It's just real estate wholesaling, which again is finding a seller, someone who wants to sell their property for a deep discount, then selling that contract to a person willing to buy it, maybe to flip it, maybe to actually have it as a rental. Then you make an arbitrage in between there. My average deal is over $30,000. Again, I've been doing this for over 3.5, 4 years now, so I'm extremely good at it. It's a full-time business for me now. But overall, wholesaling, you can even do it as a side hustle, make 10 grand a month. It's one of my favorite things to do. And that's all I talk about in my Flip with Rick channel. And then in this channel, I talk about it all the time, constantly. Wholesaling, real estate investing. And again, buying passive income should be in here, but really it's not like a business. It's more of an investment. those are my tier list of the top businesses to start in 2020. Don't get an MLM. Start a YouTube channel. The cool part about this is if you start a YouTube channel about, let's say, fitness, and you start gaining traction on there, then you make your social media accounts and you become an influencer on there, and then you make a podcast, then you got three of those things all in once. So that's what I do. I have a YouTube channel. I have lots of social media accounts, thousands of views on videos throughout them, and then I also have a podcast. So they're all monetized, making money for me. Then I put it back into business and investing, cash flow, all that fun stuff. So that's it, guys. That is the tier list for starting a business in 2020. If you like this video, if you want more content like this, please smash that like button again and subscribe. Have a blessed day.